Hey y'all, LJ here. Welcome back to Chase Forge. Being that tech guy, I get asked to do all kinds of things. Yo, I'm literally filming right now. I'm gonna what? Clear this laptop and install it because you're gonna give it to your son. But I'm on vacation. Well, I guess we're gonna be learning how to clear a laptop and install a clean version of Windows. So again, as you guys can tell, I'm not at my regular filming location, and unfortunately, no Ralph this time. He's on the no-fly list. So I'm visiting family, and then Pops over here needs to give his laptop to his son. He's been using his laptop for a bit, and would like to hand it over with no worries that something's still on it, and we want son to feel like he's getting a clean version of Windows all to himself. I've already worked on this laptop before. It had a failing hard drive I had to swap out. I will promise I'm going to make a future video showing how to do that exactly. I want to thank Wendy on the comments in one of the previous videos asking that she wanted to see that. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet. So simple enough. As overly cautious tech guy that I am, I'd recommend doing a full swap of the hard drive before you give it away to somebody. But since it's going from Pops to son, nothing too crazy going on here. So format and a clean Windows install should be enough. So we will need two things: a USB thumb drive with at least 8 gigs in it, and a computer that has access to the internet so we can download that Windows file. So first thing we'll have to do is check if the PC we're going to be doing this to is running on a 32 or 64-bit architecture. You can check by going here to Settings, System, About, and it'll show you right there. Next, we'll be going to the Windows website. You can find it by Googling Windows 10 and ensure that it takes you to a Microsoft page, and it should look like this. I've included also the link below. Click the link that says download the tool now under create Windows 10 installation media. Install it to the USB like so. Once it's downloaded, go ahead and open the file. It'll prompt you to do a few things. Go ahead and read the notice and licensing terms. Hit accept. If you do, you will go to create installation media. Hit next. Here is where you have a couple options of choosing which version of Windows you'll install. You can click the box below to remove the preset to match the computer used to make this, unless it's all the same as ours is. So we're using English, Windows 10, and ours needs a x64 architecture. Click next. You will be given the option to use a USB, which it states here, it needs to be 8 gigs or larger, like I said before, or an ISO file, which is it goes on a CD, DVD. Not a lot of people are using those nowadays. Click next. Here you get to pick which USB you will be installing to. If possible, remove all other USBs to make it as simple as possible for yourself, or otherwise ensure you're placing it to the correct USB. Click next. Then you really just have to wait for it to do its job, grab a drink, a snack. It's gonna take a while. You will get to the screen, hit finish. Go into the USB to ensure that these files are there. See them right there? Awesome, great. Turn off or restart the computer. You'll be installing the fresh Windows 2. It's usually escape, delete, or one of the F keys that will take you to the boot options. On this one here, it needed to press exit. Then it gave us option right here for boot device, F9. It gives us a couple options here. You can see it has the one hard drive and it has a USB. On yours, it should give you options where you're gonna boot off of. Use the USB we just created. After some time, it should load the Windows logo. Then it should give you this screen. Make your correct selections, hit next, then install now. If you have the key that came with the device, go ahead and use it now. It's okay if you don't. You can click down here where it says, I don't have a product key. The Windows experience doesn't really change whether you have a key or not. Most of the time, it just carries on if you're installing it from one that already had one. Ensure you're installing the right version of Windows for yourself. Whether or not you need Windows Pro or not is based on if you need any one of these functions here. If you didn't know what any of those were, you probably don't need Pro. Choose the correct Windows version to install and then hit next. Here are the notice and licensing terms again. Read them, accept at your own decision. If you accept, click here, hit next. I recommend a custom install as you'll get to choose what Windows gets to track or not. Here we get to see all the drives available. This is done much easier if you only have the drive you're gonna install Windows to connected. Otherwise, ensure you're installing it to the correct one as everything will be wiped. They wanted everything cleared, so I went ahead and deleted the partitions until there's only the one drive. Once the drive is clear, go ahead and click it and hit next. And now we'll let the PC do what it has to do again, and then it will restart. After the restart, it should lead you here, where Cortana will try to lead you. I'll shut her off here. Follow the prompts on screen. I recommend not connecting to the internet just yet. It'll make things a little bit longer, and you'll have to send it to Windows. So go ahead and click here on the bottom left. You will be forced to enter a name, but not a password. But I always recommend putting one in there. Since I'm making this from Pops to Son, I'm not gonna put anything for now. Next, we get to remove all the privacy things that Windows wants to try to track. I recommend doing this for yourself, but it's really up to you. Hit no here or it will force you to sign into Windows otherwise. And it's up to you if you would like to make Cortana your virtual assistant. I'm hitting not now. Let it do its own thing. And voila, desktop. I'd recommend now at this point to connect the computer to the internet, go into settings and doing all the updates. We want to ensure that Windows has all the drivers as up to date as possible and that Windows Defender has all the updates as well. It'll probably have to restart multiple times. Be patient. After that, it should feel like a brand new PC to you. And there you have it all. Install the clean version of Windows into a PC going from one person to another. You might be doing it for other reasons, including number 11 on this video here. Consider subscribing if you enjoyed the content. Like always, guys, stay healthy, stay safe. Elche out. Cortana is still a thing, but she lost. She lost the AI assistant wars. R.I.P. Cortana. I mean, I think we all like the Halo Cortana version better anyways.